Here is a long, smooth-paced, emotional, and engaging motivational story for a 40-minute YouTube video, written exactly in plain paragraphs with no headings, just a strong hook, emotional depth, and a powerful message at the end. Imagine a moment when everything in your life feels loud, so loud that even your own thoughts begin to shout at you. That's where our story begins. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, lost, or unable to control the chaos inside your mind, then stay until the end, because this story might just change everything for you. And if it resonates, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more life-changing stories. Armin was the kind of person who looked fine from the outside, calm face, soft voice, polite smile. But inside, his mind lived like a storm. He woke up with worry, spent his afternoons battling frustration, and went to sleep with the noise of 100 overthinking thoughts. It wasn't always like this. He used to be cheerful, focused, and even a little ambitious. But as responsibilities grew, expectations tightened around him like ropes, and he had no idea how to escape. Every day at his job, he felt the pressure rising. A demanding boss, competitive co-workers, and a never-ending list of tasks made him feel like he was sinking. One day, after a particularly exhausting meeting, Armin sat alone at his desk. His heart was racing, his hands were shaking, and his mind refused to slow down. He whispered to himself, "Why can't I just be calm? Why can't I think straight?" He felt trapped inside his own thoughts. When he returned home that evening, his mother noticed something different about him. She asked if he was okay, but Armin brushed it aside with a weak smile. "Just tired," he said. But mothers can see the truth their children try to hide. She gently placed her hand on his shoulder and said, "Your mind is like water, Armin. When it's disturbed, you can't see clearly. But if you let it settle, the answers will appear." He didn't respond. He didn't know how to let anything settle. Days passed, and the storm inside him only grew stronger. He lost focus, made small mistakes at work, and felt ashamed when his boss pointed them out. His confidence slowly broke apart. He tried listening to music, scrolling through social media, watching random videos, but everything only made the noise louder. He was drowning in his own thoughts, and nobody could hear him. One night, after everyone was asleep, Armin walked outside. The city lights flickered, the wind was cool, and the world was finally quiet. He sat on a bench and stared at the sky as if the stars could answer his questions. "Why can't I control my mind?" he whispered. At that moment, an old man sat beside him. Armin didn't even notice him at first. The man had gentle eyes and a calmness that felt unreal, as if nothing in the world could shake him. After a few seconds, he said, "Your face looks like a man carrying too much." Armin gave a tired smile. "You can say that." The man nodded slowly. "Do you know why your mind is restless?" Armin shook his head. The man continued, "Because you're trying to control the world outside, instead of the world inside." The word struck him. The old man introduced himself as Youssef, someone who had once struggled with the same battles: stress, frustration, constant worry. Curious and desperate, Armin asked how he overcame it. Youssef pointed to a small stone on the ground, picked it up, and threw it into the nearby lake. The ripples spread across the water. "Your thoughts are exactly like these ripples," he said. "Something small happens, and your mind reacts again and again. You blame the world, but the real problem is that you never learn to quiet the ripples." Armin listened carefully as Youssef continued. "You don't calm your mind by forcing it to stop. You calm it by letting it breathe. By creating space between your thoughts instead of fighting them. Every time your mind feels chaotic, it's begging you to pause, not to run, not to escape, just pause." The conversation felt strangely healing, as if someone finally understood the battle happening inside him. Before leaving, Youssef told him, "Start with 5 minutes a day. Sit in silence, close your eyes, breathe slowly, and don't judge your thoughts. Let them come, let them go. Treat your mind like a friend, not an enemy." With that, the old man walked away, disappearing into the quiet night. The next morning, Armin tried it. He sat still, closed his eyes, and simply breathed. His mind fought back at first, thoughts raced, worries crawled in, and he felt impatient. But he remembered Yusef's words. Don't fight. Just observe. Slowly, something began to shift. His breathing deepened. His thoughts slowed. For the first time in months, he felt a tiny drop of peace. It lasted only a moment, but that moment was enough. He repeated it the next day. And the next. And the next. Slowly, the chaos inside began to loosen. His reactions softened. His heart stopped racing at every small mistake. He learned to pause before responding, to breathe before reacting. Work became manageable. His boss even noticed his improved focus. His nights became calmer, and his mornings didn't feel like battles anymore. One day, during another stressful meeting, something unexpected happened. Instead of panicking, Armin felt a wave of calmness inside him. He didn't let the pressure control him. He didn't let his thoughts shout. He simply breathed, centered himself, and handled everything with clarity. His co-workers were shocked by the transformation. Later that evening, his mother said, "Your eyes look peaceful again." Armin smiled, realizing that he had finally learned the art of calming his mind. He wasn't perfect. He still had bad days. But now, he had control, not over the world, but over himself. Many months later, Armin walked back to the same lake where he met Yusef. But the old man was nowhere to be seen. Armin sat down and whispered, "Thank you." Instead of waiting for someone else to calm him, he had learned to calm himself. Life didn't suddenly become easy, but his mind became strong. He learned that peace is not something you chase. Peace is something you create, and that is the message for anyone still listening right now. No matter how loud your thoughts are, remember this: your mind is not your enemy. You don't need to silence it. You just need to sit with it, understand it, and gently guide it. The world outside may always be noisy, but the world inside can always be peaceful. If this story touched your heart even a little, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us create more stories that guide, inspire, and remind you that calm is not found, it's built, one breath at a time. If you want, I can also create 7 Ultra HD image prompts scene by scene for your story.